Hey, what's up, guys? It's Griff Cinema here. This is my first ever video coming to you live at YouTube. Today I just wanted to give you guys a little brief film. I had went to Sioux Falls the other day. I had hit up an antique store, last stop, and then I had also went to Barnes & Noble for the 50% off Criterion sale. One of my friends was like, you should give us a little haul video, so that's what I'm gonna do here. All right, so I haven't seen every one of these films. I've seen most of them. So I'm gonna kind of give you like a little brief rundown. I'm gonna read like the synopsis on the back and just give like a little bit of my feelings on it, what I like about it, and yeah. So to start off, we got David Lynch's Blue Velvet. I loved Blue Velvet. I loved like kind of like the detective mind trip story. Home from college, Jeffrey Beaumont, who's played by Kyle MacLachlan, makes an unsettling discovery: a 7 human ear lying in a field, which is one of like the establishing shots, I'd say. That and the roses on the white fence. I think to me that's like the establishing shot in Blue Velvet. Don't want to spoil a whole lot of it because it's a very great watch. Very not like it's trippy, but it's not like the trippiest Lynch out there. Next up is a movie that I have not seen. It's from a director I love, and that is, let me make sure I cover that, Crash. Yeah, from an icily erotic fusion of flesh and machine, David Cronenberg adapted J.G. Ballard's future shock novel of the 1970s into one of the most singular and provocative films of the 1990s. Pretty much the synopsis of this, at least from what I know, is people kind of have sex at car crash sites. I don't know a crazy amount about the movie, and I think that's perfect. I like going into movies blind like that, especially when, you know, you hear such like heavy themes and stuff. I feel like you get more out of a film. Yeah, very excited to watch. Next up, we got Daddy Long Legs by the Safdie brothers, the same guys that gave us Good Time, Uncut Gems. This is, I believe, I could be wrong here, I'm pretty sure this is their first ever feature film. As I said, could be wrong on that. Yeah, I don't know 100% what it's about. Have not seen it. I know I have a couple of my Letterboxd friends who have seen this, and they say pretty good things about it. I mean, it's a Safdie brothers film. You really can't go wrong with them. It's about a struggling father. Yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely excited to crack this one in. Back into the realms of films that I have seen, and it's actually up there as one of my favorites, believe it or not, and that is David Lynch's Inland Empire. Now, on my first or initial watch of this, I will say I was kind of like blinded by that what the fuck am I watching factor. And then it ended, and I was like, wow, that was good. Yeah, I'll give it 5 stars, you know, whatever. Yeah, I had a good time. But as I've let it sit and I've let it I've let it process in my mind, not only is it deserving of a rewatch, it's absolutely like it's inspired me in so much through my writing, through what I want to create in like my films when I get the chance. I mean, it's just absolutely something that I am now. I've been so encapsulated by Inland Empire as well as Twin Peaks. They didn't, when I was at Barnes & Noble in Sioux Falls, they didn't have Fire Walk with Me on Criterion in stock at the time. So that'll be one I might have to pick up either when they do an online sale or when they do the re-release here in October. The next movie is one, and it's a video that I need to be making because here, by the time I'm making this video, it is July. And way back in May, I had done a huge Akira Kurosawa and Masaki Kobayashi binge. And Akira Kurosawa, he's just so loaded with films. I mean, it's masterpiece after masterpiece after masterpiece after masterpiece with him. And the one that won him the Palme d'Or for best film, Kagemusha, I really wanted to watch it during that binge, and I could not find it anywhere. I'm not a big pirating movies guy, and I had found out it was on the collection, the Criterion collection. I was like, whatever, I'll pick it up when I get the chance. don't know a whole lot about this. When a warlord dies, a peasant thief is called upon to impersonate him, and then finds himself haunted by the warlord's spirit as well as his own ambitions. Absolutely amazing. I'm sure I'll love it. I love darn near everything that Akira Kurosawa has put out. I'm a huge fan of samurai films. I love all that stuff. Japanese cinema has absolutely just grown on me this year. Next up is a movie that I haven't seen. I usually pass by it all the time, and it wasn't until I watched Ryan Coogler's Criterion Closet where he had picked this up and spoke very highly of the film, and that was Ozu's Late Spring. It's been on my watch list forever, and I've just never picked it up. One of the most powerful of Ozu's family portraits, Late Spring, tells the story of a widowed father who feels compelled to marry off his beloved only daughter. I can assume from that it's going to be a heavy-hitting drama. I'm super excited. In the special edition, Tokyo Ga, which is Wim Wenders' 92-minute documentary about Ozu. I'm just absolutely to watch. And if you don't know, Criterions are really good because they're chocked so full of extras. Now we're getting to like one that like you might not want to say in public that it's your favorite, but I love this film, and I'm getting really big into his filmography, and that is John Waters' Multiple Maniacs. This was actually my second John Waters film. The first one was Hairspray, so it was a pretty easy start. I have fallen so in love with Divine. Just an amazing personality. This Multiple Maniacs, it's just bad taste, and sometimes you gotta let loose. And as John Waters says, life is such a drag. Watch a fucked up movie. Every now and then you just need to watch something that's bad taste, that's something that's provocative, that's offensive, that's absurd. Sometimes you just need to watch those to let off. Life is such a drag at times. John Waters' gloriously grotesque second feature is replete with all manner of depravity, from robbery to murder to one of cinema's most memorably blasphemous moments. If you've seen the movie, you know exactly what scene they're talking about there. It is, yeah, that scene's a lot. Another thing is, if you open this up, the little booklet inside is a lobster. Another thing, if you've seen that movie, you know what it's about. Another one that I had picked up, actually I got this one on an online sale. Same with my Daddy Longlegs one. I just wanted to include them because they were on the 50% off sale. It's another one in John Waters' collection. I think this is his most popular. I'm almost certain it is. Everybody knows it. Everybody despises it. You gotta watch it. I've never seen it, and I bought it for the reason of I want to crack it in, and that is Pink Flamingos. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows Pink Flamingos. It's just, if you haven't stomached or braved the film, that's one thing. And here where I'm from, in the conservative Christian Midwest, you don't really hear about a whole lot of like films like that. And so when you get like people like me or my friends, or like you get the other moviegoers and collectors who are like, no, we're gonna defy these norms. That's when you really start to find the good movies instead of watching just, the slop. And the cover for this, I haven't seen, but you got Divine in the portrait. Yeah, just very, very nice. It's so amazing. I cannot, this is probably one in my collection that I cannot wait to crack in the most. And the last one that I had purchased, was one of my favorite Sean Baker films. A little backstory. When it came to Sean Baker, I was absolutely negative about him. You can ask my friend Parker. I was so, I wanted nothing to do with him. I did not like Sean Baker, was very negative. In Sioux Falls, when I lived there temporarily, there's this place called the State Theater, and they had just shown the Palme d'Or winner for Best Film, Anora. And my group was going, and they're like, oh, let's go, and I'm like, all right, whatever, you know, it's whatever. It won the Palme d'Or. Mikey Madison's in it, you know, whatever. I'm not the biggest Sean Baker guy, but I'll go. I went, had a freaking blast. I mean, it's absolutely an amazing film. Despite what people say, Mikey Madison deserved that Oscar. I think it deserved Best Picture. A lot of controversy behind all the Oscars it won, but whatever. That's a whole nother video if I really ever wanted to get into it. But after I had watched that, I was like, man, I need to dig through his filmography, and I did. And there were two films that I put above everything else. It's Takeout, and then number 2 on my list is The Prince of Broadway. Absolutely stunning freaking film. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. It's unheard of, underappreciated. I mean, it's just absolutely fucking marvelous. And a raw, disarmingly movie slice of neorealism. This early career triumph from DIY archer Sean Baker plunges into the world of West African immigrant Lucky, Prince Abdou, and his Armenian-Lebanese boss, Levan. Two unlikely friends who peddle knockoff designer goods in Manhattan's wholesale district. I'm going to stop there because, as I say, I'm big on the fact of going into films blind. You get a better experience with it. You get to experience it with the movie. You get to experience with the characters instead of searching up everything and knowing everything going in, and then it feels like a dud. Coolest thing about this, especially if you've seen the movie, number 1, the booklet is fake Louis Vuitton, but the disc, it's a bootleg disc, but it's not. It has the Criterion C. Threw me out when I had purchased this from Barnes & Noble. So now let's shift over to what I got at the antique store and at Last Stop. At Last Stop and the antique store, I pretty much only got VHS tapes. And so as people know, I've been getting big into collecting the VHS tapes recently. So I'm going to show you, first off, I'm going to start with my clamshells. I haven't seen all of these, seen most of them. The first one I had picked up was Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero. Animated Batman in the 90s. Of course, it's going to be absolutely freaking amazing. And I just like looking at the back, I think like the colors are going to look so good on my VCR. I absolutely cannot wait to crack that one open and give it a watch. The next one we got is a TV show I used to watch as a kid, but I don't ever really remember watching the movie that accompanied it, and that is Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. You know, it's the animated TV show with Tim Allen as, of course, as the voice. But yeah, I mean, it's absolutely a blast from the past. And when I saw this, I was like, I absolutely need to pick this up. Excited to watch this one. As I said, I don't recall ever watching the TV movie. I do remember watching the TV show, so very excited to crack this one in. The next one, I've been searching far and wide on eBay, on Facebook Marketplace, everywhere. I've been searching everywhere for this. Could not find a solid copy for it. And it was a Christmas Day staple in the Griffin household, and some people might roll their eyes at this. I get it. I love it. It's one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies, and that is A Christmas Story. You know it. I know it. Doesn't need much explanation. One of the most, in my opinion, one of the most quotable Christmas movies of all time. Maybe behind like Christmas Vacation or something, but yeah, absolutely. Just wonderful, wonderful film. At times has aged a little poorly, but I think for me, it's the nostalgia that keeps this alive. And the last of my clamshells that I had bought. This is one, I don't know if it's necessarily underheard of or what. I always liked it. I think it's a very good film. I don't hear a whole lot of people talk about it. when it comes to I don't even know, 90s, 80s Disney. And that is the Cool Runnings, the Jamaican bobsled team movie. It's charming, heartwarming. I mean, it's absolutely just a feel good film based on a true story. I mean, it's one of my personal favorite Disneys. I think if you've never seen it, it's definitely worth a watch. And if it's been a while, crack it in. Very excited to have this on VHS. Now we go to just my regular tapes with the cardboard, our more paper covers. And so I had gotten a bunch of tapes from my grandma. And one of the tapes I was surprised she didn't have was Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. And I've been searching far and wide for an in good shape copy of it. And most that I had found at thrift stores or other antique stores, they had, the box was like water damaged, or the tape had mold in it. And so I had passed on it. And then I had found this in one of the antique stores, and yeah, I mean, it's Home Alone 2. You know, I have the first one, why not own the second? The next up isn't one I was going to necessarily buy, and so I was like, you know what the hell? I'll get it. It's a good watch. I mean, and I don't recall ever seeing it on VHS. And that is the little TV cartoon of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I still get nightmares at it. I mean, it's absolutely horrifying. It's the scariest damn thing on the planet, and I love it. You usually watch the Jim Carrey one, which I do own on VHS, which if you guys ever want a VHS collection, I can absolutely give that. If you ever want Criterion videos, if you ever want Steelbook collection, I'm all ears. Now, next up is the one that I have been searching so hard for. I don't know if the sequel has a VHS release. I'm sure it would, because I think it would have came out in that time frame. I'd absolutely love to have the second one on VHS as well. But for now, I'm happy to just have this, and that is Shrek, which comes in a disturbingly large box for a VHS tape. And I don't know if there's a reason for that. I haven't really ever searched. I would like to think it's a play at Farquaad compensating, but maybe that's just me. I don't know, just me being a smart ass. But yeah, no, you know it, I know it, we all love it. Shrek on VHS. Last but not least for my VHS pickup, it's probably the coolest pickup, I'd say. I think this is the only one I had picked up at that antique store. Could be wrong. Oh no, I got Home Alone at that antique store. Never mind. Amazing condition of the box. And as my friend Parker said, it's also the only two that mean a shit in the whole series, and that's Terminator and Terminator 2 on VHS in a box sleeve. I'm not a huge fan of just the two being shoved in together. I wish they were both like individual boxes, like a box set kind of, but I mean, I can't complain. I mean, the whole box is just in mint condition. Paid $5 for this. To me, that's a hell of a steal for how good of a condition the box is in, how good of condition the tapes are in. I mean, it's just absolutely in perfect shape. Cannot wait to watch these on VHS. And that will do it for my little Sioux Falls haul that I got in Sioux Falls for Physical Media. As I said a little bit ago, if there's any video you're ever interested in, I'm still a relatively new channel, thinking of ideas. I have a few wrote down and kind of thinking about what I can do. If you want to see like film reviews, if you want to see what I watched in the certain month, if you want to see like collections, if you want to get like deep dives into films, just let me know down in the comments below. I'm absolutely looking for everything. If you're wondering what I watch, follow me on my Letterboxd, follow me on my Instagram. I'll have both linked in the description. Yeah, I'm always here to talk about movies. I'm always here to give recommendations, and I'm all ears for movies you think I should watch. So with that being said, have a great day.